I hope the stream is working. Let me know if you can hear me. And if not, then you don't know that you should let me know that you can hear me. So let's address some topics related to the web. So for maybe compare the old web and the new web. I will use a different browser, not my usual Firefox, but I will use Edge for testing. Is it working or not? So, okay, let's look at my profile in the old version. This is the old version, the version you are currently using, and this is a concept of the new look of the user profile. You can see that it's completely different. You currently cannot see the picture. I have not yet included that here, and also the contact card is not fully implemented in the new version, but you have this new statistics card where you can see how active the user is. And in the final version, you will be able to reorder these individual cards. And if you, for example, want to have your portfolio of icons and cursors right on the top, you will be able to move this card to the top. So for now, there are these 5 cards available, and there will be at least one more in the final version. Let me quickly check. No comments. Okay, so there will be at least one more because I wanted to maintain as much of the old functionality as possible. So there will be a card for your profile picture, and there will be your card for this section here. Some people have this section really long, and who has a long I know that here, yeah, so some people have this section really long, and I have made some changes, and they are like this. If this section is very short, it will be displayed here right under your name. If you look at my profile, you can see that I only have this short text in the About Me section. So it's right here. And if you have a long text in this section, there will be a new card. It will be a double column card. So it will take both of these columns, and its content will be copied from the About Me box. And you will be able to modify this short section and that longer version. You will be able to choose whether it should be a double column card or a single column card, and you will be able to have more than one of these. In one of them, for example, you will be able to put your uploaded image. In fact, you will be able to put images in any of them because as you have seen, people already put images there using the wiki-like text. Okay, more about the user profile. I want to draw attention to these 2 sections. This shows the last 3 blog posts you have published, and this shows you the last 3 icons or cursor sets that you have published, and you can click on this to go to the updated portfolio page. This is, I think, similar as this. So this is the old portfolio page, and in the new version you have this header here, and also your icon assemblers are shown on this page. You have these subscribe buttons on all of your pages, and you can quickly switch between your main profile page, your blog, and your portfolio. There is also this third page that shows your recent activity, so your comments, your blog posts, your published icon and cursor sets, and so on. This will also, in the final version, have this header. Any comments? No. So anything more about the profile? Let me think. You will be able to modify the content of the contact card on the account page, and also this short text here. Okay, I'm logged as someone else, so this is profile of this user, and that the old one was my main profile. So you can see this is the short text here. You can modify it. You can quickly select your default icon, and here you will be able to add contacts to your contact card. That doesn't work right now. Okay, let's get back here. You can see that instead of a single trophy that was shown on your old profile here, you now have a special section where your trophies are displayed. You can actually choose which trophies you want to have displayed on your profile and which should be hidden. So that brings me to the main tabs. You can see that they look slightly different. Instead of forum, you have this relax tab here. The icons are not yet final, and the forum section was dispersed throughout the website. For example, in this relax section you have off-topic chat. This is the general chat forum, the most active. For example, in the gallery section you have the request forum. In the software section you have the support forum, and so on. So instead of one central part where you can see all the different fora, you have specific forums in each section. There will be some changes in what sections will be kept. Maybe some section will be merged. I have not yet decided. There will be a forum overview. It will look like this. Each forum section has now a new icon. So let's compare it. This is the old page, and this section of the web is the oldest. You can see that it doesn't look much like the rest of the web. You have these single pixel square outlines and this gray background and so on. So it doesn't look much like the rest of the web because it predates this classic skin. So there are some changes to this classic skin. I wanted to make it as similar to the old one as possible, but update it to, for example, scale better on high resolution displays and so on. And I also wanted to save some space, so you can see that what's good, so that it is actually smaller than the old version. I have left out this useless, I would think, section here. This is gone. The search box has moved. The search box is now here. When you click on it, you can search using Google. Search the Reward Designer web using Google. And you have probably also noticed that when you move your mouse on one of the tabs, you can see the subsections there, and quickly go directly to a section. In the old version, you have to first click on the forum and then, for example, go to the subsection. So it should be faster in the newer version. What else? Let's quickly look at the workshop. The workshop was moved to the relaxed type. So it's pretty similar to the old version of the workshop, but it doesn't work. Doesn't yet work as reliably as the old one. It will be all coming. So let's compare it, but we can't compare it because I'm not logged in here. It doesn't matter. You can remember how the workshop looks in the old version. In the old version, you had these small use links under each item, and in the new version, you have specific commands, and you can have more than one command. You can currently have two commands plus the sell command that is available for some items, and you can actually now offer an item for sale. And if I click on the sell button, I can choose a price for how much I want to sell it, and I can also, if I want it, describe the item that I'm selling, but it's not mandatory. So if I do this, it should actually update this list. They did update this list and this list, and it will be implemented, but let me reload. So you can see here under your items the list of items that you have offered to others and for how much, and you can cancel the sale. If you don't, then don't cancel it while it's offered. Others can buy it and you will receive the buttons that you wanted to get for it. Maybe there will be some kind of tax, I'm not sure. I don't want people to constantly selling things, and so and maybe there will be also a limit on how many items you can offer to others concurrently. So when you do this, the item disappears from your workshop. Maybe it should disappear. This is not the orange one, this is the dark goldenrod color. So And you have probably noticed these two items that are on the top. In the old version you had actually bags with buttons, and in this new version you have a chest with buttons, and when you use it, open it, you can actually take some buttons out of it and you can create a bag with buttons as in the old version, and you can uh, give this bag to other people. You cannot give the treasure chest to other people, and this is now just a regular item, and the buttons that are inside the bag are not um, usable directly. So let me demonstrate it to you by switching to the market tab, and this is the our friendly neighborhood button gnome that sells you various items. And in the old version there was just a combo box with names of the sold items. In the current version you will see the icons of the items you are about to buy and their description, so it will be a better experience for you. It should be a better experience for you. And under here you can see the list of items that other members of the web have offered for sale. For example, you can see the spray paint dispenser that we have, that I am offering for sale, and that I have added 3 minutes ago. So you can see that it was offered by this account named test, and the others are offered by my main account. It's for testing purposes. And if you click on this, then this amount of button is taken out from your chest and given to the seller. So you can safely trade items, because in the old version you had to trust the other user that they will actually send the items or the buttons to you if you send them the items or the buttons first. So you will not be able to scam other people out of buttons. Okay, and you have maybe noticed that there is this piece of wood. Some of you who remember the old days, you may remember that this item was obtainable in the past, and now you will be able to get your piece of wood or lovely stone, as I have here, as your pet rock or pet lock, and it will actually probably finally have a function. You can also, of course, talk to your pet rock. You can rename it, but if you manage to actually awaken it, like this one is awakened, then you will be able to command to do something for you. Command it to do something for you. So if everything goes as planned, then finally we will have a function for these familiars. No comments. Okay, so anything else related to market and workshop? Probably not. Maybe if there are questions you can post them under the video and maybe I will answer them, or under the video, or I will answer them in some future streams. Who knows? Okay, let's get to the next change, and the next change is related to comments. So let's display some cursor set, and let's look at the comments. They have slightly different look and feel, and there are new features. Here you can see these voting buttons, so you will be able to upvote and or downvote a comment. This is to help me and help you to get rid of unwanted rude comments and so on. You will be able to downvote an offensive comment, and you will be able to also reply at a quick reply to a comment. In the old version, you were only able to add a command in the list of a command to the list of commands at the end, and in the new version you will be able to add a response to a concrete command. So if I wanted to do something like that, I can add it here, and you can see that it will display here. There is a limit of I don't know how many, about 200 characters here, and you cannot use images and headings and so on, so it's only to clarify something or and so on. You can also see that I have switched from the custom smileys to these smileys that are built in the font itself. So you will be able to use these standard smileys here. You can actually copy this smiley like that and paste it here and publish it like that. So there are no, you don't have to do this anymore, but I think it still works. Yeah, it still works, but you can just copy this as a standard character. Okay, and you may have also noticed that this box for adding new comments is at the top, and that is because in the old version the comments were ordered by the date, and in this new version we have these upvotes and downvotes, and comments will be actually ordered by their quality, at least comments that are added to cursor and icon set pages, because it makes sense. You want to have the most useful comments at the top. So when you add a new comment, new review here, give it some stars and publish it, it may did it work? It's at the bottom, okay, because I don't know why. Maybe it should appear on the top. It's not finished yet, so I don't know. Maybe if we reload it, when we reload it, it appears on the top. You can modify it, your comment. Okay. I'm also considering only allowing each person to post a single review of an icon or cursor set, so you will not see this box here anymore. Instead you will see your own comment on the top, and you will be able to modify it. Because does it make sense to do multiple reviews of a set? I don't think so. It's better to just modify your old review. So this upvoting and downvoting behavior, maybe let us try upvoting this comment, and reloading the page, and yeah, it has moved up, but my own review will be always on top, so you can modify it. Okay, and you cannot upvote and downvote your own comment. That makes sense. Talking about upvoting and downvoting, you will have a limited amount of up and downvotes, about 5 per day, and they are displayed here. So I have used one of the 5, so I have 4 remaining. I don't want people spam with upvotes and downvotes. You can also see these 3 numbers. That means I have no new messages and I have a lot of buttons in my chest, just for testing purposes. Okay. So this is how comments will work on pages where it makes sense. These are not actually comments. These are supposed to be reviews of the set. So it makes sense to order them by quality. On normal pages, we have this infamous page where everyone spams. Here you will have your comment box on the bottom, and the comments here will be ordered by date. But you can still upvote and downvote comments, and maybe if something gets too many. Okay, I have used all my downvotes on this comment, and if something gets too many downvotes, it will be hidden. So it's a light version of moderation available to anyone. So instead of replying to someone that he is rude and he shouldn't post comments like that, you can instead downvote that comment. And if enough people do it, it will disappear. This should make moderation easier. Also, there will be something like a karma system or honor system or street trap system. I don't know how you want to name it. Currently it's called karma, and when we were in the workshop, there is this karma wheel, and it tells you that your current karma, my current karma is 130. New users will start with 100 karma, and there will be some ways to gain and lose karma. For example, I plan to give everyone 1 karma each day as to reward your visiting the web and looking if anyone posted you a message or something like that. And if, for example, your comment get downvoted a lot, then you will lose some of your karma. And if you lose too much of your karma, you will, for example, lose the ability to upvote and downvote other people's comments. You will lose your ability to post responses, post comments on certain pages, in certain forum sections, and so on. So if you misbehave consistently, the actions you will be able to do on the web will be limited. And if your comment get upvoted, if you post a quality icon and cursor set that other people like, then your karma will improve. So one more thing about the forums. I have changed the look. It's not yet finished, so let's compare the look of the general chat forum. So this is the old version, you all know it, and this is the not yet finished new version. The topics themselves should look very similar to comments. They actually are exactly the same as the comments. When I click on this first post is slightly bigger, and here we have the last 10 comments, and this is a normal thread, and so these comments, the forum posts are in are ordered by time. The latest message is on the bottom, and when you post something new, it will be added to the bottom of the page. So this is normal thread, but you can also start this. This was the normal thread started by this button. So this is how you start a new thread. But you can also start this different kind of a thread, that is a question, and if you create a thread like this, then the replies will be ordered by the upvotes and downvotes. So if you ask a question and 5 people reply, so then these 5 replies will be ordered by upvotes and downvotes, and the best answer should be on top. I am also considering only allowing each user to post a single reply. I am not yet sure whether it's a good idea, maybe yes, maybe no. But with this response system as a second level, I think answering a question only once is a positive. And in some forum sections, you will be also able to create new polls. I think here's a test poll. It will look like this. You will be able to click on one of these options and the votes will be shown here. So I think this will be end for this stream. There are some hidden changes. I will support HTTPS after the change, but it means that I have to update to a new web server, Linux, a new version of Linux on the server, and there is a new version of everything, and I have to go through every page and check that it still works. So I thought that it will be faster, but it takes a lot of time, and you can see that a lot of these things are still unfinished. So if there are questions or comments, post them now. If you want to have them answered now, if you post them later, then after the stream ends, I mean, then I will be only able to answer to you offline. So there is one last minute. If you have something, just type I have a question and then type it later. Otherwise, I will just end the stream right now. So let's wait for 30 seconds. Let me think if there is anything else different. There will be changes to the main page, and I will change the logo slightly. I also think that you will be able to play the 15 puzzle without buying it, but there will be an advantage. If you buy it, you will be able to actually save your progress and you will be able to post your score to the on the iScore board and so on. Without it, you will be just able to train. So there are no comments. So thank you for watching, and see you at some other time. I don't know why, when it will be. So goodbye.